the show where high culture and pop culture collide. Yeah, show's on! Hey audience, what do you say to our three nice contestants?
You don't know Jack!
Now come on, be nice!
Hi, nice contestants!
That's better. Hope you took your vitamins, because we got some badass questions for you tonight. All right, time to pass out the screws. And here you go, round one screws, one for each of you. All right, hey audience, what do you do when your neighbor doesn't know the answer to a question? You got it. Screw them. Buzz in and hit the S key. It forces your opponent to answer that question. You got it? All right, let's do it. Player one, pick one.
It's number one.
The category behind this question is, you did what with that candlestick? Okay, shouldn't be too tough. This question's going to be worth $1,000. And I'm not just talking about any candlestick. I'm talking about a very small candlestick. Attention, all Clue fans. Colonel Mustard said he was in 4 rooms the night of the murder. Which one is he lying about? The billiard room, the hall, the kitchen, or the solarium? Go for it, player 3. Oh, looks like you scratched on this one. Go for it, player 1. There's no solarium in the Clue mansion. Player 1, give me a category.
Whoop-de-doo! It's question number 2.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. For Pete's sake, a right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Okay, we're coming at you. Heads up. On what 1970s TV show would you most likely find a Blue Peter? The Brady Bunch, Mannix, Room 222, or The Love Boat? Player 3, take it. Player 1, player 2, who wants it? Player 1, go nuts! No, not Mannix, or its spin-off, Depressives. Player 2, go for it, player 2. A Blue Peter on the Brady Bunch? Everyone knows Jan was the moody one. Actually, what you should have picked is the Love Boat. Yeah, if the Love Boat's ready to leave port, it will raise a blue flag with a white square in the center called a Blue Peter. Okay, we need a category from player 3.
Question 3.
The category is Ruthless Competition. And this one's gonna be worth $3,000. Okay, get your fingers ready, let's get busy. If the biblical book of Ruth were a country and western song, what might it appropriately be called? Closest thing to heaven this side of hell? You're so cold your blood is antifreeze. Player 1, it's in your hands now. Your son is dead and now I'm stuck with you. See, Ruth's hubby dies and she feels kind of bad for her mother-in-law, so she sticks around for the rest of her life. Oh, player 3. In wrestling, we call this a reversal. Player 1, it's up to you. What are we doing?
You're my question for forevermore. I love you. My question for.
This one's gonna be Willy Wonka and the U.S. Patent Office. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. All right, let's suppose Willy Wonka wanted to focus his confectionery genius on original uses for licorice. For which of these licorice root products could Willy Wonka easily get a patent since it represents an entirely new use? Automobile tires, tobacco flavoring, laxatives, or shoe polish? Player 2, what do you say? No, licorice root has been used for tobacco flavoring, but you know, not enough, because that could really attract more kids to smoking. Player 1, player 3, who's grabbing it? Go for it, player 1. Automobile tires. Yeah, Wonka used to screw 4 Oompa Loompas onto his axles, but the gas mileage was terrible. Player 1, give me a category.
Question 5.
The name of this category is Freeze. You forgot to sign your claim form. Okay, this one might be a toughie. It's worth $3,000. Hang on tight, because here we go. Which of the following 1970s crime dramas feature the hard-hitting, action-packed, down and dirty life of a detective who solves crimes to collect insurance claims? Banachek, Mannix, Player 1, you've just been screwed. What are you going to do about that? In a word, no. Player 2, Player 3, who wants it? Player 3, take it. Banachek. The undercover underwriter. Player 3, pick a category for me. Uh-oh, mess butt tit slime chore.
It's time for a
Ticklish pest gum.
All right, now here's your category for this gibberish question. Near misses and commercial catchphrases. The opening value is $5,000. Okay, now remember, you don't have all the time in the world here. The less time you take, the more money you make. Remember, you can't screw on a gibberish question. You ready? Let's see if you can untangle this one. What does this rhyme with? Mookie, serve the flake, okay? First hint, it's from a food commercial. It's about something you've earned. Which would be 0 in this question so far. Let me put it this way, it's something you've Mick-earned. Come on, you better Mick, hurry up. Let me help you out. This phrase was part of an ad campaign from a fast food chain that sells hamburgers. You may not have heard of them, though. Sorry, I guess your breaks were out. Let's have a category, Player 2. Next up, sign, everywhere a sign. I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Hope you're ready, because here's one coming at you. You finally achieved your life dream of recreating the Partridge Family bus down to every detail. To make it complete, what sign should you put on the back of your new set of wheels? Caution, tired musician driving, careful, nervous mother driving, slow, careless children driving, or don't laugh, at least it's paid for. Go for it, Player 3.
Here's a little spending money.
Player 2, what do you say? Careful, nervous mother driving. Of course, if you let Danny Bonaducci ride around in the back, you'll be one nervous mother too. Player 2, pick one.
Lightweight, elevate, hibernate, vegetate.
Here's the category. Everybody's kung fu fighting, but they're not falling down. And this one's gonna be worth $1,000. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go.
Grasshopper, what is it that wobbles but does not fall down? Triples, Fritos, Weebles, or Skittles?
Go for it, Player 2. Those childhood toy delights. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Unless they really hit the booze. Then they can be down for 2 days. What do you say, Player 2? How about it?
Number 9.
The category, Memoirs of a Dead President. And it looks like you can win 1,000 greenbacks for this one. Okay, it's a little morbid, but try and picture this scenario. You're interviewing Abraham Lincoln. You ask him, Abe, what were the last words you heard before you were shot? If memory serves him correctly, what will he tell you? Can we leave it intermission? The devil can cite scripture for his purpose. Kenneth, what's the frequency? Or, you sockdologizing old man trap. Player 1, go nuts! Right, Lincoln was at an REM concert. Player 2, Player 3, want to take a stab at it? Player 3, take it. No, when he was shot, Lincoln wasn't watching The Merchant of Venice. Player 2, what do you say?
Abe, can we leave an intermission? I'm gonna miss Melrose Place.
How about this one? You sockdologizing old man trap. These words were delivered by an actor in the play Lincoln was watching at Ford's Theater. The following laughter drowned out the gunshots. Player 3, select a category. The category behind this question is, did you just have that stuffed? Right here, $1,000 for a right answer. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. What two states' nicknames must be combined to produce the Show Me Beaver State? Wisconsin and Washington, Tennessee and Illinois, Colorado and Idaho, or Missouri and Oregon? Go for it. Missouri and Oregon, the Show Me State and the Beaver State. Yeah, I've been thinking about taking a car trip out there and taking a look myself. Okay, we're at the end of round 1 now. On to round 2. Pulling out the screws. Looks like we got a bunch of 10-penny nails stuck in here. That'd be interesting. And one for everybody. Now pay attention, because all the questions in round 2 are worth more money. Let's do it. Okay, we need a category. Your pick, player 2.
And now, 11.
All right, let's see what we're doing here. Biology and television. And we are talking 4,000 big ones. Okay, get yourself set. It's time. Which TV character could never have had a spin-off starring his or her own offspring? Mr. Ed, Tiger the Brady's dog, Francis the Talking Mule, or... Got answered, player 1. What, Tiger couldn't sire offspring? Do you remember that episode where Tiger and the neighbor's dog get busy? Player 2. Player 2, what do you say? Francis. Mules, a hybrid between a donkey and a horse, are, fortunately for all of us television viewers, always sterile. Category, player 2.
Here comes question 12.
The category is nuts. And this one's gonna be worth $2,000. Okay, here's another reason to be especially nice to people during the holiday season. Because they're members of the cashew family, someone could give you each of these and still technically be giving you cashews, except for which? Poison oak, poison hemlock, poison sumac, or poison ivy? You gotta answer it, player 2. Poison sumac, and this would be known as the poison answer. Player 1, player 3, who's taking it? Player 3, take it. Hemlock, it's a member of the carrot family. Good news if there's a rabbit on your hit list. Player 3, pick a category for me.
Question 13.
This one's gonna be, that's pretty big, Mac. This question's gonna be worth $2,001 bills. Okay, hang tight, put your fingers on your buzzers. Here's the question. To all beef patties, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. What's missing? Extra mayo, red tomato, special sauce, or strip of bacon? Player 1, go nuts. Player 2, go for it, player 2. Special sauce. Maybe it's me, but I don't trust some clown feeding me something called special sauce. Player 2, pick one.
14.
Here's the category. Irony and English kings. I know it's irony. I'm just checking to see if you're on your toes. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. Why could the reign of the English King George I be thought of as an ironic one? He became king 3 days after he died. His father's name was also George I. He was allergic to iron, or he spoke little of... Player 2, what do you say? Player 3, what are you going to do about it? His father's name was also George I. Pretty ironic, huh? Definitely would be if it were true. Player 1, go for it, player 1. Oh, I'm sorry, that's incorrect, but it was a really bad guess. Go for it, player 2. Yeah, speaking of iron, how's that plate in your head? Oh man, all three of you whiffed. The right answer is, he barely spoke English. He was the German king of England. Player 1, pick one.
Here's question 15.
The category, bet you can't eat just one. I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, let's get this ball rolling. You're grilling up some foot-long human hot dogs. How many foot-long buns do you need to accommodate an average large intestine? Would you need 5, 15, 23, or 42? Go for it, player 3. Spicy. Player 1. Player 1. You're hungry, aren't you? You're also wrong. The large intestine is a mere 5 feet long. Yeah, I'll have one with a side of colon. And can you throw some kidney stones on there? Let's have a category, player 2.
Question number 16.
And I like it too.
The name of this category is guys who talk to their dogs. A right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Hope you're ready, because here's one coming at you. If Charlie Brown's head is a perfect circle with a radius of 2 inches, then what's the diameter? 1 inch, 2 inches, 4 inches, or 8 inches? Player 3, take it. Hey, blockhead, reread the question. Player 1, player 2, who wants it? Go for it, player 1. All right, before I go any further, don't expect me to be impressed that you took 5th grade math. Player 1, give me a category. Uh-oh, best putts fits mine, whore.
Once again, it's time for a
Trigger pitch, no scope.
The category for this gibberish question? Things that make you sweat. We're in round 2, so this gibberish question is going to start off at $10,000. Now, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this puzzle, but I'm going to be taking a little bit of money away every second and a half. Okay, get yourself ready. Here comes the puzzle. What does this rhyme with? Pit snot? Duh. Eat pits the stupidity. Hint number 1, people say this when it's hot out. Hint number 2, it's when it's hot and the air is wet. Last hint, this is what the heat index is all about. Alright, tell you what, let's try it like this. God, I'm dying. This heat is unbearable.
Do you feel all sticky?
Yeah.
Well, honey, but it's not to eat. Pit's the stupidity.
I can definitely tell it's human because you got the frizzies on that question. And no, I don't know what that means either. I'm just reading off my teleprompter here, folks. Okay, we need a category from player 3.
Song to city.
Next up, thanks for the memories. This question's going to be worth $2,001 bills. Get your eyes focused on the screen. Here we go. If TV detective Frank Cannon gave up the life of crime fighting to open up an anti-health food store, which of the following types of milk might he stock because it has the highest fat content? Reindeer, sheep, buffalo, or human? Player 1, go nuts!
Bad.
Guess. Player 2, player 3, who wants it? Go for it, player 2. Reindeer milk has about 6 times as much fat as a cow's. I wonder if that might explain Santa Claus's little weight problem. What do you say, player 2? How about it? Alright, let's see what we're doing here. Up your nose with a rubber senator. And this one's gonna be worth $2,000. During a meeting of the student council at James Buchanan High School, a bill is introduced to limit how tight any one student can wear his jeans. In response, Vinny gets on the floor and talks for an hour. He then sings his Barbarino song for several more. What is Vinny attempting to do? Gerrymander, filibuster, impeach, or pocket veto? Player 2, what do you say? Oh, this peach is a bit mealy. Player 1, player 3, who... Go for it, player 3. A filibuster, Vinny would be making an attempt to stall the voting on a bill. And isn't it great that Buchanan High uses the same incredibly efficient and intelligent parliamentary rules as the U.S. Congress? Player 3, pick a category for me.
Question number 20.
The category behind this question is, what the hell is a tuffet? You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Okay, we're coming at you. Heads up. Now tell me, which of these comes closest to describing what Miss Muffet was eating when that spider came along? Creamy River, cottage cheese, Swiss cheese, or creamy delight? Go for it, player 2. Cottage cheese. Also known as curds and whey. Okay, we need a category. Your pick, player 2. Jack attack time. Soon as you see two words on the screen that go together, buzz in. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. Every time you're wrong. And careful, cause not all matches are equal. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Does your pet have a name? Get your finger ready to fire. Remember the clue. Let's do it. Steamrolled the other players, but the big question, what's your final score? Player 2's got it! Player 2, you can file this game under V for victory, or under W for who cares. At any rate, put this in your file. You don't know Jack.